Keith Ellison spoke to Huffington Post about running for DNC head, and they asked him if he supports banning lobbyist donations to the DNC. Here's what he said. Yeah, I would. I think it's important that people feel that the party is their party. There is a pragmatic, perhaps too pragmatic step that you can say, we'll just take whatever money from whatever source in whatever amount. But once you do that, I think you cross a line where people do not feel that the party is really theirs. That's correct. And they feel like the party's not really theirs because it isn't. When the party starts taking lobbyist money, Wall Street money, corporate money, billionaire money, it's human nature. I mean, you might have maybe at best 1% of the people who take that money that can still somehow manage to be principled and not do favors for those donors. But certainly over 90% of the people who take that money, it's human nature. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. You gave me tens of thousands of dollars. Well, guess what? I'm going to take your phone call, and I don't really care as much anymore about that grandma in Nebraska, who I'm supposed to care about. So they continue here. President Obama banned lobbyist contributions to the Democratic National Committee after winning the 2008 election, but the then DNC chair, Representative Debbie Wasserman Schultz, quietly lifted the ban during Hillary Clinton's 2016 presidential run. In a December interview with HuffPost, Ellison's chief rival for Wasserman Schultz's successor, Labor Secretary Thomas Perez, refused to rule out lobbyist donations. Okay, so understand Keith Ellison has his problems. Keith Ellison is certainly not perfect. Keith Ellison supported intervention in Libya, to give just one example of areas where I go, come on, son, what are you doing? What are you doing? Keith Ellison just tweeted the other day a goofy-ass article that makes no sense and is not true, that if you think Hillary Clinton is corrupt, this is the title, I think, or, I'm paraphrasing, but if you think Hillary Clinton is corrupt, you're rewarding 25 years of Republican propaganda. In other words, she's not corrupt, so shh. Come on. I think he's doing stuff like that to go through the motions, to get the nod of approval, to get to become the leadership of the DNC. But you're alienating progressives, and to what end? You lose all your credibility and all your trust to give a fig leaf to the establishment wing when we should be kicking the ass of the establishment wing and kicking them out the fucking door. So he has his problems, but make no mistake about it. In terms of the given options, he's by far and away the most progressive. This is a guy who came out, one of the very, very few who came out and said, I support Bernie Sanders from the beginning in the primary. So, and Thomas Perez, now, he's Obama's pick, and so don't get me wrong, he's done some good things. He was key in crafting the rules to change the overtime pay, to give it to more people. It used to be $23,000 a year and less that you get overtime by law. It became $47,000 a year and less. Perez was key in that. But why is Obama leaning on Perez and supporting Perez over Ellison? Because this guy says, lobbyist money? Well, I think we should take money from all sources. So in other words, yeah, I'm not going to stop the corruption. I'm not going to stop the addiction of the Democratic Party to Wall Street money and lobbyist money and corporate money and billionaire money. So he's more of a business as usual kind of guy. And of course, Perez supports TPP. Obama supports TPP. Ellison does not. So this says a lot. And the whole point of us discussing this right now is this. That's everything Obama and Perez and all the establishment Democrats. That's everything. So if you can't even agree to this, we're not even considering you 1%. Because this is just the tip of the iceberg. Like, the question is, hey, should the DNC take a lobbyist money? The answer to that is an obvious fuck no. But what we really should be doing is Democrats should take a pledge. We don't take lobbyist money. We don't take corporate money. We don't take billionaire money. So that's what we should really be doing. They're just asking about lobbyist money. That's one of three prongs. And even that, and Perez and Obama are like, oh, no, I don't know. Debbie Wasserman Schultz, same thing. After Obama had, in 2008, he rolled back that ability for lobbyists to make donations to the DNC. Wasserman Schultz for Hillary was like, okay, let's allow it again. So this is everything to progressives and to liberals and to people who actually care about politics and who actually were fighters for the Democratic Party. They didn't leave you. You left them. You left them when you said, we're going to become a Wall Street party. We're going to become a neoliberal party. We're going to welcome lobbyists with open arms. We're going to compete with the Republicans at a game we can't win, which is trying to out-fundraise them and, out-sell out them. That whole existence of that party is, Christian fundamentalism and representing Wall Street. So with you guys being sold out 80%, you're never going to raise as much money as them. You're never going to beat them on the sell-out front. So why are you even trying? You need to change the game. You need to say, no, we are taking a pledge to not take any corporate money, any lobbyist money, any Wall Street money, any billionaire money. And we have Keith Ellison saying, that's right. That's the side I'm on. And Perez saying, I don't know, man. Okay, well then step the fuck aside. Anybody in the Democratic Party who can't say, yes, let's ban taking lobbyist money, step the fuck aside. We're not interested in you. It's not your party, it's our party. It's the party of workers. It's the party of average people. It's the party of regular people. Why do you think you lost? Why do you think you get your fucking clocks clean now? Because people smell the bullshit from a mile away. And in the presidential race, you had a Republican candidate who more portrayed himself as anti-establishment. And one of the reasons he was able to get away with that is Hillary Clinton was in favor of NAFTA, was in favor of all these fucking trade deals, and took massive amounts of money from Wall Street, and you can't pull the wool over people's eyes anymore. You can't say, oh, yeah, we take the money, but don't worry, it doesn't affect us. Just say, I'm not going to take the money, and don't take the money. And then immediately, overnight, you get so much more respect and so much more support. And all these millennials, these progressives who are angry at you, all of a sudden they start taking a second look. Oh, really? You guys are not taking any more lobbyist money? Oh, you're not taking Wall Street money now? You're not taking billionaire money? You're not taking corporate money? So you're trying to do it, and you're setting up an institution where you do it, Bernie Sanders style, $27 at a time. Who are you raising the $27 from? Regular people. So who are you going to represent? Regular people. People can piece it together because they're not idiots. You think they're idiots. They're not idiots. So Keith Ellison is 100% right. I'd go even further. The fact that Perez and the establishment Democrats are not even committing to this means you're not welcome here. You're not welcome here. It's that simple. Move along. Get into a different field because politics and democratic politics ain't for you.